Greetings and welcome to the Introduction to Astronomy. In this episode of New Discoveries in Astronomy, we will talk about how we are tracing the history of the Milky Way. How do we uncover the history of our galaxy when its past is no longer directly visible? The Milky Way we see today is the result of billions of years of evolution, but much of that history is hidden. Recently, astronomers using data from the Gaia spacecraft identified dozens of new stellar stream candidates, increasing the total number to nearly 100. These faint structures provide new clues about how our galaxy formed and evolved. Stellar streams are long, thin trails of stars that move together through the galaxy. They form when smaller systems like globular clusters or dwarf galaxies are pulled apart by the Milky Way's gravity. As stars are stripped away, they leave behind a faint trail along their orbit. The challenge is that these streams are extremely difficult to detect. The Milky Way contains hundreds of billions of stars. Against that background, stellar streams are faint and diffuse. They don't stand out clearly in images, so instead of looking for bright objects, astronomers look for patterns in motion. Using data from Gaia, astronomers can measure the positions and motions of stars with extraordinary precision. They then use algorithms to identify stars that are moving together along similar paths. If a group of stars shares the same trajectory, it may be part of a stellar stream. In this way, scientists reconstruct structures that are not immediately visible. This study identified 87 new stellar stream candidates associated with globular clusters. That's the key result. Previously, fewer than 20 such streams were known. By dramatically increasing the number of candidates, astronomers now have a much larger sample to study. These streams may contain information about how the Milky Way's mass is distributed, including the influence of dark matter on those structures. More broadly, they help us reconstruct the history of our galaxy and understand how it formed over time. We cannot watch the Milky Way form in real time, but the stars it contains carry a record of its past. By tracing their motion, we can uncover the hidden structures that reveal how our galaxy came to be. Not by observing the past directly, but by interpreting the patterns that remain. So that concludes our discussion on tracing the history of the Milky Way. We'll be back again next week for another new discovery in astronomy. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.